Razr 40 Ultra is broken after this. Durability is the most important part of flip devices, and there are certain numbers of folds you can do on flip devices or fold devices, and every device has a certain number of folds to play with. And luckily, we now have the numbers for both Flip 5 and Razr 40 Ultra in the real life, which will shape your decision of buying any of this device. As per Motorola claims, with the new hinge on Razr 40 Ultra, it can last about 400,000 folds, but the reality is completely opposite, and it dies even before the Galaxy Z Flip 5. As per numbers, Razr 40 Ultra died after 126,266 folds. Quite surprising, right? I also want to thank Mr. Keyboard to do this challenge, and the results are not acceptable. If you do some math, Razr 40 Ultra will not last much longer. As an average user who used the flagship device for about 2 years or even more, so if we divide this much folds by 200 folds a day, it will only be 631 days, which is less than 2 years. And if you don't use your phone a lot, then 150 folds a day will keep your phone last about 841 days, which is 2 years and 111 days. So if you don't use your phone a lot, it will stick with you for over 2 years, but this is not it. The first issue with the hinge came at almost 44,000 folds, which is not good, and your hinge may end up seeing issues within a year. Totally not acceptable. Where on the flip side, Galaxy Z Flip 5 is way ahead, and I have some numbers to share. As per Samsung claims, Galaxy Z Flip 5 should last about 200,000 folds, and then it will start seeing some issues, where it seems like Samsung did code the right numbers. When the same test, Flip 5 is still up and running at 170,150 folds, and still the hinge has no issues so far. So we are so close to the Samsung claimed numbers, so it can even exceed Samsung numbers, as last year Flip 4 was lasted about over 400,000 folds, but the phone was still running. But Razr 40 Ultra started to have some issues with the inner display after this much folds. As per detailed Samsung claims, the weather will be a deciding factor, where on Flip 5 it will last about 200,000 folds in 25 degrees Celsius, about 130,000 folds in 60 degrees Celsius, and about 30,000 folds in minus 20 degrees Celsius. These are claims, and it can be different depends on where and how you use your Galaxy Z Flip 5. Now you can decide which one to go for, Flip 5 or Razr 40 Ultra. Although Razr 40 Ultra gets a bigger cover display, it doesn't mean it will last longer. And yes, it's not that durable compared to the Flip 5, and if you're a long-term user, you should choose wisely. With that said, if you want a full comparison of Galaxy Z Flip 5 versus Razr 40 Ultra, then you should watch this video, and I hope you guys are subscribed. I'll see you next time. Till then, peace out.